Let's now talk about spatial DXs. These DXs are also known as place DXs, and they indicate or point out the relative position or location of people or things we talk about in a conversation. Some pure deictic expressions in terms of spatial deictic expressions are here and there. Here is for the things who are in your proximity closer to you, and there are for the things who are away from the speaker. We also have some demonstrative pronouns, this, that, to indicate things in a similar way. Here, as I said, is for the things who are closer to the speaker, near to the speaker, and there for the things at relatively more distance. Demonstrative pronouns, this shows the object in a pragmatically given area close to the speaker's location. For example, this cat, this book. It indicates that the book which is being referred to or pointed out is closer to the speaker. That shows an object which is pragmatically away from the speaker. That river, that means that river which is quite at a distance. It also includes some verbs of motion, for example, come and go, and they also indicate the location of the speaker. Come is usually shows a motion towards the speaker. When a speaker says come, he actually indicates that come towards him. When he says go, he indicates that go away from him. So these words, these verbs like come and go also and sometimes may be treated as the indexicals of space. For example, if somebody says come to bed, it is marked by a movement towards the speaker, and if go to bed, it marks a movement away from the speaker. The location from the speaker's perspective can be fixed mentally as well as physically. So location can be actually there in a physical form, or it could be in the mind of the speaker. How a speaker perceives the location is, he might consider it the actual location. So that's what we call mental projection. Sometimes a speaker might project something as a location which is not actually there. For example, if you're standing outside your house and you believe that you are inside the house, in this situation, one of your friends calls you and takes your permission to come to your house. You would probably say, please come in, I am at home, or you can visit me, I am at home. But actually you are outside the home, but you are projecting yourself to be inside the house. There could be other examples to illustrate this point further. Our didactic projection can also be seen similar to a dramatic performance. For example, if you speak for somebody which you're not, and you utter his or her feelings or other views in a way that the projected person or he or she is speaking. For example, if you are in a pet store and you see something in a cage, you start saying, or you see a puppy in the cage and you start saying, oh, I'm so unhappy here, will you set me free? You speak this for that puppy who is inside the cage. So here is of the cage is not the actual physical location of the person uttering the words. Rather, it is the location of the puppy for which that person is speaking these words. So in such a situation, the location is being projected mentally. Pragmatic basis of spatial access is actually psychological distance, where one feels one to be. Physical close object will tend to be treated by the speaker as psychologically close also in most of the situations. Therefore, speaker marks physically distant things generally as psychologically distant things. For example, in the sentences like the man over there, In such situations, the man is not only at a physical distance but also at a psychological distance from the speaker. But sometimes something physically close may be seen as psychologically distant. Object, for example, after sniffing a perfume, a speaker might say, "I don't like that." I mean, that is something which is used for something which is placed at a distance, but here it is being uttered for something which is quite close. So in certain situations, you could assume a different mental space or place as compared to the physical space.